guys, I'm making a really quick berry chia pudding to have for breakfast tomorrow morning. So I am going to start with a banana. I always choose one that is already starting to turn brown. This means that the sugars have been developed. It's going to be sweeter. It's also going to be higher in phytonutrients than one with the green stem. For this, I'm only going to put a quarter of a banana in each jar here. So I'm just going to break it in half. The banana is going to give it some sweetness without having to add any sugar. There you go. Then I'm going to put in a quarter cup of berries. You could do strawberries or mixed berries, whatever you like. I have frozen blueberries here. When they thaw, they're going to release a little bit of liquid, which will help to absorb the chia seeds as well. Or the chia seeds will absorb the water. Blueberries, very high in antioxidants, that dark purpley black color. Very nutritious. There aren't a lot of foods that have that dark color, and we want to make sure we get them in. Okay, now another thing that I'm doing to make it extra thick is I'm going to add some protein powder. So this is just pea protein. When you shop for protein powder, you can leave it out. This is going to make it really thick. I may actually have to add some water when I go to eat it. It might be too thick. It's completely up to you. You could use hemp seeds in place of protein powder. If you are following a whole foods plan, lifestyle, then hemp seeds would be a great choice. You do not have to use protein powder at all. When you do buy protein powder, make sure you read the ingredients. Anytime you see the word isolate, something has been taken out, it's been processed. So that's something you may want to look at. Look for any additives, any words you don't recognize. Maybe do some Googling and see if that is something you really want to be putting into your body. So I actually like the protein powder. The flavor is not really great, but I can hide it in these other things, but it just gives it some thickness. So this is just 1 scoop of protein powder that I am dividing into these 2 jars. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. And make sure you buy organic. But chia seeds are very high in omega-3 and omega-6 fats. Very good for your heart and your brain. I'm going to add those. Chia seeds are very mucilaginous. They get this gel on them. A lot of times people use them in place of eggs in recipes. Anytime you do use chia seeds, you want to make sure that you add some liquid. Now I'm adding a half a cup of, this is soy milk, but a half a cup of whatever milk you would like into the jar. But what I was saying, anytime you use chia seeds, make sure you add liquid. There have been people who have choked from eating chia seeds that were dry because they will swell up. They will pull all the moisture out of your mouth and swell up, and so that you don't want that. All right, so I'm just going to stir this. You can see the protein powder kind of came to the top. Just going to make it really thick. Oh, and I almost forgot my favorite ingredient. Now you could add anything you want to this. You could add some chocolate chips if you want, or some raisins to give it some more sweetness and added fiber. I'm going to add some vanilla. This is Mexican vanilla. I'm just going to add a half a teaspoon to each jar. So each jar is a half a cup of milk, a quarter of a banana, a quarter cup of berries, and 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. Stir it all up. The bananas and the berries will sink to the bottom, so then when it's time to eat it, then I usually just stir it up and kind of break the bananas a little bit more so I get a bite of banana in each bite. There's one. I'm stirring with a fork. I mean a knife. You don't have to do that. I just like to use a knife because then I can get into all the little crevices. Stir it up. You can use triple berries, strawberries, cherries, any of those. I do like the banana. Banana gives it a little extra sweetness. if your berries are kind of tart. Anyway, here's what it looks like for now. I'm going to put a cap on it and stick it in the refrigerator, and then breakfast is ready for tomorrow. Enjoy!